You ever meet someone who just walks into a room and everyone kind of lights up? Like they're not necessarily the best looking, the loudest, or even the funniest, but somehow everyone wants to talk to them. Meanwhile, you're standing there like, why do I suddenly forget how to use words? Yeah, same. But here's the thing, charisma isn't magic. It's not this weird, mysterious, either you have it or you don't thing. It's actually built on a bunch of small habits. And the best part? Anyone can learn them. So in this video, I'm sharing 8 habits that instantly make you more charismatic. No fake smiles, no cringy pickup artist nonsense, just real stuff that actually works. Let's go. 1. Make eye contact. I know, groundbreaking, but hear me out. Most people either avoid eye contact like they're being chased by a debt collector, or they overdo it and start looking like a serial killer trying to read your soul. The key? Find that natural middle ground. Think of it like seasoning food. You want just enough eye contact to show you're present, engaged, and confident. But too much? And now you've got restraining order energy. Personally, I used to overthink this so hard. What helped me was the 50-70 rule. You make eye contact about 50% of the time when you're talking and 70% when you're listening. That shows you're tuned in without creeping anyone out. Bonus tip? When you look at someone, look between their eyes, not just at them. It feels more grounded and less intense. Trust me, it works. 2. Use people's names. This one's subtle but powerful. Why? Because hearing your own name actually triggers a positive chemical reaction in your brain. It makes people feel seen, acknowledged like they matter. And charismatic people do exactly that. But here's the catch. Don't overdo it. You're not a customer service bot. Hi, James. That's great to hear, James. And what can I get for you today, James? No, stop that. Instead, use their name naturally. Like, totally agree, Sarah. I felt the same. If you remember their name, drop it once or twice and you're already standing out from 90% of people. True story. I once remembered the name of a barista I talked to for like 30 seconds. And the next time I came in, she straight up lit up like I gave her a puppy. People want to feel remembered, so remember them. 3. Be genuinely interested. You don't have to be the most interesting person in the room, you just have to be the most interested. Charismatic people aren't the ones who talk the most. They're the ones who ask the best questions and actually listen to the answers. I used to think I had to perform in every conversation. Exhausting. But once I started asking real questions, how's that new project going? Or, wait, what made you want to move? Conversations got way deeper and I got way more likable. Want to know the best part? People walk away thinking you were the interesting one, even though they did most of the talking. Crazy how that works, right? Practice what I call the second layer question. If someone says, I've been busy with work, instead of saying, oh, same. Ask, yeah? What kind of stuff's been keeping you busy? Boom. Instant connection. 4. Speak with intention. Now listen, confidence isn't about shouting over everyone, it's about speaking like you mean what you say. You know that person who never raises their voice, but everyone shuts up when they speak? That's charisma. That's power. The trick? Slow down, use pauses, change your tone. I used to rush through my sentences like I was afraid someone would cut me off, and weirdly enough, that just made people want to cut me off. When I started pausing, actually letting my words land, people started paying attention. Think of your voice like a song. Nobody wants a monotone techno beat that never ends. You need rhythm, volume shifts, emotion. Let your words breathe. You don't need to rush your words to be heard. The real power is in making people want to hear what comes next. 5. Master the power of the pause. Okay, let's talk about one of the most underrated charisma moves on the planet. Most people hate silence, like physically allergic to it. The second there's a gap in conversation, they panic and start talking just to fill the air, often with complete nonsense. But charismatic people, they're comfortable in silence. They let moments land. They're not in a rush to prove something. When you pause, even for just a second or two, it makes people listen closer. Your words hit harder. You seem confident, thoughtful, grounded. And no, I'm not saying you should pause like you're in a dramatic movie trailer. Not that. But a short beat before you respond? That's powerful. Especially when someone asks you something meaningful. It shows you're present, not just waiting for your turn to talk. Try it in your next convo. One pause. Watch what happens. 6. Mirror body language subtly. This one's straight out of psychology class, but it works like magic. Mirroring someone's body language, subtly copying their posture, gestures, or speaking rhythm builds instant trust. It tells the other person, hey, we're in sync, we get each other. It's not about mimicking them like a weirdo. Don't copy everything they do like you're playing social, Simon says. That's unsettling. But little things, leaning in when they do, matching their energy level, using similar hand gestures, can make people feel way more comfortable around you. Here's a fun test. Next time you're with someone you really vibe with, notice how you both start picking up on each other's mannerisms naturally. That's mirroring in action. So next time you want to connect with someone, mirror just enough to match their vibe without losing your own. 7. Smile like you mean it. I know, just smile more sounds like the kind of advice you get from someone who peaked in high school. But this one's different. A genuine smile, one that reaches your eyes, is one of the most disarming, charismatic things you can do. People can feel when it's real, and they can definitely feel when it's fake. You don't need to grin like a game show host all day. Just let your face show that you're happy to be there, that you like people, that you're approachable. I used to be one of those people with a resting, leave me alone face. And guess what? People left me alone. Then I started smiling more, casually, naturally, and suddenly strangers started talking to me. I didn't even change what I was saying, just the vibe changed. So smile, not to fake it, but to signal, hey, you're safe with me. 8. Make people feel better after talking to you. Okay, this last one, it's the golden rule of charisma. Make people feel better after talking to you. That's it. That's the whole secret. It doesn't mean you have to be over-the-top positive all the time. You don't need to give a TED Talk in every conversation. Just leave people a little better than you found them. That could mean giving a thoughtful compliment, actually listening when they vent, saying, I get what you're feeling, instead of trying to fix them, or just bringing some lightness to their day. Think of it like emotional footprint. What kind of energy do you leave behind? Charismatic people are remembered not for what they said, but for how they made you feel. So if someone walks away from you feeling seen, uplifted, or even just a bit more relaxed, that's charisma. Here's the thing. You don't have to change your personality to be charismatic. You don't need to be the loudest person, or the most confident, or the funniest. You just need to build small habits that make people feel safe, seen, and energized around you. That's it. Charisma is a skill, and like any skill, it gets better the more you practice. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one of these 8 habits and try it today. And hey, if you're working on becoming more confident, more socially skilled, and just overall better with people, you're in the right place. This channel's all about that, so if that's you, subscribe, drop a like, and let me know in the comments. Which of these 8 habits are you going to try first? Let's build a community of people leveling up together. See you in the next one, darling.